Aloha and good day to you, the Embrace family. My name is Yemaya Indira, at your service for mentoring to the heart of the matter. I am a in-depth somatic therapist who specializes in early childhood and late childhood trauma. And I just closed a 12 days container called Emergence, 12 days of deep listening, with my beautiful alumni of many other different programs from many different places in the world. And I am actually celebrating at this moment because one of us who started the journey 12 days ago just gave birth to a healthy little baby girl. And texts were coming in and out of Turkey and Spain and Hawaii and California to celebrate this little angel that is blessing our planet with her arrival. So I would love for her to have this video, being filmed just like a few moments after her birth. I just got the news as I was preparing to come on here and share some things with you. So, Yippee! I don't even know if she has a name. I just know that she's been born, and it was like a 3 days labor. So, and her mama was with me, for many months. Actually, we've been working together. Excuse me, about a year to prepare for this moment. Actually, excuse me. So here we go. I always get really inspired by the people that I work with. And so my inspirations are based, on my own healing of coming from a very traumatic childhood past, and all my spiritual search and education in Hinduism, Zen Buddhism, Celtic goddess shamanism, in-depth psychology and somatic body work, NARM, and many other things, plant medicine, things that took me around the world. Dance as medicine, with some tours in Canada and other places, New Zealand, etc. So, aloha, global family. One inspiration I got today was to speak with you about the Reminiscent Ruminating Wobble. Ruminating Wobble. Yeah. In my discovery and search, and to understand more why those of us that have been traumatized in big ways and small ways in our early years have sometimes such a challenging time to create the lives we want, despite of our gifts and talents and qualities and the goodness of our hearts and our ability to focus and to be professional and and on and on and on. Why are we sometimes not able to manifest those lives that we see for ourselves and for our planet? Mostly important. Yeah, all these visions that we receive as powerful sensitives, and the ability to extend them and manifest them in the world is, of course, a big, in big ways influenced by what's happening on the planet at large, with, other faction of our humanitarian evolution world that is not willing for goodness to happen. But there is also our own doing and what's happening inside. And so that's what I want to touch on today with the reminiscent, ruminating wobble in our energy field, right? So if we haven't fully cleared the remnants in the past that are still attached to our bodies through muscle contractions and positioning and nervous system poly wiring that has not been put back into its proper alignment, we see the triggers passing by and we react to it in small ways and big ways. Now, I see many of us, including myself sometimes, if there is a piece that I haven't forgiven fully and completely emptied out of my cells, something that keeps coming back, like, oh, this person did this, and I never cleared it with them because there is perhaps no access, let's say. That person might be departed, or this person is not willing to help you process. And here you go. loop-de-doo, right? I'm being triggered by this piece of information. There was a betrayal. Betrayal is real. Betrayal exists, even if we can take the higher path, with our spiritual practices. People do shitty stuff to each other. Yeah. And until we're able to really step into the fullness of letting go of the ruminating, that's reminiscing the past, we are wobbling in our energy field and not letting the goodness come into our space. The goodness that we, with a lot of practices and willingness, want to attract, magnetize. So we do the practices of, embodying what we have worked hard to feel that we deserve, what we have worked hard to love about ourselves, that creating the space takes a lot of focus, and yet it is still there. So, understanding that for your own good, you have to get rid of the wobble. How do we do that? So sometimes there is a piece of information that needs to be shared, okay? Sometimes we try to protect others and say, no, I'm not going to say that. They're too busy, they're not feeling well right now, and we delay and we delay and we delay. And yet, if it's still alive in you, after a while, that piece needs to come out somehow. So, owning your things is important. Not projecting out and attacking or expecting someone to do something for you is important. But being able to share a piece of information, trusting that sometimes you are a messenger and that you have to speak out those words for your own healing and your own empowerment and the healing and empowerment of all involved. Do it. Speak your piece in kind, direct, succinct ways, and the wobble will dissolve. Just like let it go like a bird. Boom, gone. Now comes the space for me to receive what I've been trying to call in and did not succeed because my energy field was wobbly about the space that I was calling it into. Yeah. And sometimes the forgiveness needs to come to ourselves. In the same example, why did I wait, 5 years to make this move or complete this relationship or address this issue? Then you need to track back and forgive that time of your life where you didn't really show up 100% for yourself. So forgiveness to self, clearing the wobble, stopping the mind from being ruminating and reminiscent, as it will continue to keep away what you are wanting to attract. So let's say you want to attract a beautiful home, but you have a past and decades of energy around the fact that so-and-so did get a beautiful home, so-and-so did get a beautiful home, and my parents could have given me a beautiful home, but they didn't. So, once you're like, whoa, okay, not mine to get that way, mine to receive in a different way. And just release any energy that is still keeping you stuck in the past so you can open your presence. Like this little baby girl is a gift. And now she's fully received by her mama and papa and her little brother. So my friends, I think that's it for now. We hope. Please reach out if you have any questions. Check out the website. There is a lot of new stuff cooking. There is a VIPS day coming up in April, and that's an afternoon of very important, powerful, sensitive work, and some retreats on the Big Island, etc., etc. Much aloha.